Okay, so I am unscrewing the screws here in the head. Don't lose that little guy. And going to pop the back of the head off. This is actually going to be quite exciting to see the mechanics under here, actually. Let me get the head. You'll see, you always have to pack this thing with the weight, because these eyes are weighted. You know, the McElroys made all of their eyes were not self-centering or even lever controlled. They were weight controlled. By tilting the head, the eyes move side to side. Now this figure actually has an up and down eye movement on a lever control as well, so that's really interesting and cool. So now here is the weight right there that makes the eyes swing side to side. You see that? Now we'll see it again from the front. Now that we've released the lever control system, I'll be able to show you from the back and the inside the animations and how they work. So this again is the side to side weighted eye control. You see that? Moving side to side. You'll see here, this lever right here is what controls the up and down movement. So that's down and that's up. So you just push up, down, and that gives it the eyes up and down as they move side to side, you see, with the weight. Okay, that's what this lever does. This lever operates the jaw. Oh, wait, excuse me. That lever operates the eye. What is that? Oh, yeah, that's what it is. It's the whistling effect, which I'll show you from the front. You can't really see much from the bottom. This operates the jaw, and you can see that the string pulls around this pulley here when we press down on the mouth trigger. And then there's a trigger here in the front. This is an inlaid piece of wood that operates, you'll see, the raising eyebrows. And the McElroys did just some amazing mechanical work in here. Now on the back of the head, I'm going to lay the head down here on this bubble wrap. On the back of the head here, you'll see a sponge. This is just to protect this junction up in here and keep it soft. But you'll see these tacks here with little bits of paper, scrap hanging from them. You see that? That's where the Frank Marshall business card would have been tacked inside the head, a signature trademark of Frank, which it no longer exists there. I don't know when that business card was removed from inside the head, if it was removed by the McElroy brothers when they retrofitted the figure, or if it was taken out at some other point in time. I guess that's kind of lost to history, but it is a cool relic of the history of this figure. Now, I said that this figure was originally carved by Frank Marshall in the 1930s for Bob Neller, and had the whistling effect. I'm going to put these in as I give you a little history here. Then in he had it retrofitted by the McElroy brothers with the whole body and the mechanics and everything. Then he actually had the McElroy brothers build him another figure, which you might be familiar with, a very famous figure named Reggie. Reggie became Bob Neller's main figure, which was a McElroy that had a crazy amount of animation. And that figure is now in the collection of David Copperfield. This figure, after he got Reggie, in 1953, I believe, Bob Neller sold the figure to a guy named Bernie Kalman, who was a ventriloquist and performer in Chicago, for $75. And Bernie performed with this figure, and even actually spent an afternoon with the great Lester, getting some ventriloquist instruction. That's the kind of the history of that. Let me just tighten this down just a little bit more. Here. Okay, I'm going to put this head back together. Well, let's go through the mechanics from the front. After I put the wig, lay the wig on here, just so you can see them from the front. So you can see the weighted eye movement here. As I turn the figure side to side, those eyes will move. Also, as I said, it has the up and down movement, so you'll see there's the drop and the raise. So he can really kind of get this all-around eye movement, but from a completely different perspective, you know, than the normal all-around eye movement on a lever. You've got the mouth here. You've got the whistling effect, which works brilliantly and is beautiful. And you've got the raising eyebrows here on this center lever, which just look awesome when they go up and down. It's a gorgeous figure. This figure was sold by Bernie Kalman to Dan Willinger and was sold to me from Dan Willinger. So that's the lineage of the figure. For those of you who don't know who Bob Neller was, he was a very famous ventriloquist of the time. I'm trying to get this head stick right onto that pin that I showed you inside. And oh, that just glides right down on that pin so that the figure sits in there. Now, this shirt is very high up, and because of the way the neck and the body is, it looks like his head is, you know, kind of squished down in there. But when I put my hand on it and give it a little bit of movement, I think you'll see how it rises up and will make it look a little better. This wig is not going to stay on here without a little bit of tape or glue, which I'm not going to do. Bob Neller actually created one of the most popular and best-selling ventriloquist training courses called Ventriloquism by Bob Neller. He was an inventor. He was born in 1911 and died in 1989. He was 78 years old. And he traveled all over doing ventriloquism and even had his own plane named Vent Air that he would fly, as a pilot, fly to his gigs. And so here we go. This is Dizzy Dugan, everybody. The famous figure of Bob Neller. Bob Neller was one of the best technical ventriloquists of his time. And like I said, was able to whistle in harmony, two-part harmony, with his figure, which is what made him so famous and popular, which I obviously can't do. But let's see if I could give this guy a little voice. Got a bit of a cold, so my nasal passages are kind of clogged, but let's see what I can do. Well, oh. Let's get the right lever going here. Okay, let's try that. Take two. Take two, Dizzy, okay? Okay, Jim. Here we go. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Hello, and welcome, friends, from the Oh, my, hello, holy crap, my wig is coming off. Oh, man. Let's take that wig right off. Ah! Let's try. Let's do that again. Ah! Okay, there we go.
Doesn't look bad like that.
Well, you know, let's try that again. Well, you know, I look good as a baldy. So, let's see. Let's get the animations going here. Yes. Hey, get my animations going, okay? I'm working it out. This is the first time working a McElroy setup, so you got to give me a little bit of slack. I'll give you some slack. Okay, and so we've got the upward eye movement, the lowering eye movement here. Like I said, the mouth, the eyebrows, and the whistler. And that, my friends, is Dizzy Dugan, the ventriloquist figure by Bob Neller, sold to Bernie Kalman, and the one of a very rare breed, a Marshall wood-carved head, retrofitted with complete mechanics, body and hands by the McElroy brothers. What an amazing figure to have and be in the collection of the Dummy Blog. Thanks for taking a look. I'm always on the hunt for amazing quality figures, so if you stumble across anything, give me a shout. I hope you enjoyed seeing this figure. I certainly enjoyed showing it to you, and I'll talk to you again next time on thedummyblog.com.